Gilgamesh, the ruler of the Mesopotamian city-state Uruk, is the subject of the Epic of Gilgamesh, an ancient Mesopotamian tale written in the Akkadian language, Erech. The Gilgamesh epic's most complete text was discovered on 12 unfinished Akkadian language tablets by the Turkish Assyriologist Hormuzd Rassam in the mid-19th century at Nineveh in the library of the Assyrian monarch Ashurbanipal, reigned 668 to 627 BCE. Different fragments discovered elsewhere in Mesopotamia and Anatolia have partially filled the gaps that exist in the tablets. Additionally, 5 short poems in the Sumerian language with the titles Gilgamesh and Huwa, Gilgamesh and the Bull of Heaven, Gilgamesh and Aga of Kish, Gilgamesh, Enkidu, and the Netherworld, and the Death of Gilgamesh have been discovered on tablets that were written during the first half of the 2nd millennium BCE. A prologue honoring Gilgamesh, the great builder and warrior, who was also part divine and knew all about land and sea, is included at the beginning of the 9-byte version of the epic. The deity Anu forces the creation of Enkidu, a wild man who initially dwells among animals, in order to temper Gilgamesh's ostensibly severe rule. Enkidu, however, quickly learns the customs of the city and departs for Uruk, where Gilgamesh is waiting for him. Gilgamesh is described as winning a strength test between the two men in Tablet 2, following which Enkidu becomes Gilgamesh's comrade and companion, in Sumerian writings, the servant. The two warriors battle Huwa, Humbaba, the supernaturally appointed keeper of a remote cedar grove, together in tablets 3v, but the rest of the battle is not detailed in the remaining fragments. In tablet 6, Gilgamesh, who has since returned to Uruk, turns down the goddess of love Ishtar's marriage proposal before killing the divine bull she sends to slaughter him with Enkidu's assistance. Enkidu's story of a dream in which the gods Anu, Ea, and Shamash decree that Enkidu must perish for killing the bull is found in Tablet 7. Then Enkidu becomes ill and has a dream about his impending home of dust. Tablet 8 tells the story of Enkidu's state funeral and Gilgamesh's mourning for his companion. In order to learn from Utnapishtim, a survivor of the Babylonian flood, how to avoid death, Gilgamesh then embarks on a perilous voyage, Tablets 9 and X. When Gilgamesh finally makes it to Utnapishtim, he is informed about the flood and instructed where to obtain a plant that can restore youth, Tablet 11. But after obtaining the plant, a serpent snatches it and devours it, leaving Gilgamesh still mortal and returning to Uruk. The epic's Tablet 12 addendum describes the disappearance of the puku and miku, perhaps drum and drumstick, that Ishtar gave to Gilgamesh. Enkidu's spirit returns towards the conclusion of the epic, promising to find the items before delivering a sobering account of the underworld. Hold my hand in yours, and we will not fear what hands like ours can do. The dream was marvelous, but the terror was great. We must treasure the dream whatever the terror, for the dream has shown that misery comes at last to the healthy man, the end of his life is sorrow. Gilgamesh was called a god and a man. Enkidu was an animal and a man. It is the story of their becoming human together. Gilgamesh, where are you roaming? You will never find the eternal life that you seek. When the gods created mankind, they also created death, and they held back eternal life for themselves alone. Humans are born, they live, then they die. This is the order that the gods have decreed. What you seek you shall never find. For when the gods made man, they kept immortality to themselves. Even as one did thy mother bear thee, she the wild cow of the cattle stalls, Ninsana, whose head she exalted more than a husband. My friend, whom I loved, has turned to clay. My friend Enkidu, whom I loved, has turned to clay. Shall I not be like him, and also lie down, never to rise again, through all eternity? As for you, Gilgamesh, fill your belly with good things, day and night, night and day, dance and be merry, feast and rejoice. There he shall wash his long hair clean as snow in the water, he shall throw off his skins and let the sea carry them away, and the beauty of his body shall be shown, the fillet on his forehead shall be renewed, and he shall be given clothes to cover his nakedness. Because of my brother, I stray through the wilderness. His fate lies heavy upon me. How can I be silent? How can I rest? How shall I find the life for which I am searching? What you seek you shall never find. For when the gods made man, they kept immortality to themselves. Fill your belly. From the days of old there is no permanence. The sleeping and the dead, how alike they are like a painted death. How can I be silent, how can I rest, when Enkidu whom I love is dust, and I too shall die and be laid in the earth. When all the illusions of personal immortality are stripped away, there is only the act to maintain the freedom to act. Among the great sheep for sacrifice Enkidu was their guard. A man, a leader, a hero. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.